Đúng chưa?
Hello, welcome to the mini story for Grace. Let's get started. It was 5 o'clock and Alan was riding his motorcycle in San Francisco. Oh, when was Alan riding his motorcycle? Well, at 5 o'clock, right? At 5 o'clock, Alan was riding his motorcycle. Was Alan riding his motorcycle? Well, of course, Alan was riding his motorcycle. Where was Alan riding his motorcycle? In San Francisco. Alan was riding his motorcycle in San Francisco. When was he riding? At 5 o'clock. At 5 o'clock, Alan was riding his motorcycle in San Francisco. He was riding down Van Ness Street and came to a stoplight. Oh! Who was riding down Van Ness Street? Alan! Alan was riding down Van Ness Street. What was he riding down Market Street? No. Not Market Street. He wasn't riding down Market Street. Was he riding down Lombard Street? No, he wasn't riding down Lombard Street. He was riding down Van Ness Street. When was he riding down Van Ness Street? At 5 o'clock. At 5 o'clock, he was riding down Van Ness Street. Who was riding down Van Ness Street at 5 o'clock? Alan. Alan was riding down Van Ness Street at 5 o'clock. Was he in a truck? No, he wasn't in a truck. He was on motorcycle and he came to a stoplight. Did Alan come to a go light? No. He didn't come to a go light. He came to a stoplight. We never say go light. We only say stoplight. Who came to a stoplight? Alan, of course. Alan came to a stoplight. What was he on when he came to a stoplight? A motorcycle. He was on a motorcycle when he came to a stoplight. Where was the stoplight? Well, on Van Ness Street. The stoplight was on Van Ness Street. Was the stoplight on Hanoi Street or was the stoplight on Van Ness Street? Van Ness, of course, Van Ness. The stoplight was on Van Ness Street. Who was at the stoplight? Alan. Alan was at the stoplight. Which city was Alan in? In San Francisco. Of course, Alan was in San Francisco. Where is Van Ness? Well, Van Ness Street is in San Francisco. Of course, Van Ness Street is in San Francisco. Is Van Ness Street in New York? Or is Van Ness Street in San Francisco? Van Ness Street is in San Francisco. Yeah, of course. Where was Alan riding? He was riding on Van Ness Street in San Francisco and he came to a stoplight. A red Ferrari pulled up next to him. Oh! Did the red Ferrari pull up behind him? No. Not behind him. The red Ferrari pulled up next to him. What pulled up next to Alan? A red Ferrari. A red Ferrari pulled up next to Alan. Did Alan pull up next to red Ferrari? No. Alan didn't pull up next to a red Ferrari, and a red Ferrari pulled up next to him. Where did the red Ferrari pull up next to Alan? At the stoplight on Van Ness Street. At a stoplight on Van Ness Street, a red Ferrari pulled up next to Alan. Was Alan in a red Ferrari? No. Alan was in a red Ferrari. He was on a motorcycle. Alan was on a motorcycle. What did the red Ferrari do? Well, it pulled up next to Alan. The red Ferrari pulled up next to Alan. The driver was wearing dark sunglasses. Oh, so Alan was wearing dark sunglasses? No. Not Alan. Alan was wearing dark sunglasses. Who was wearing dark sunglasses? The driver of the Ferrari. The driver of the Ferrari wearing dark sunglasses, not Alan. The driver looks over at Alan. Alan looks at him and realized that the driver Tom Cruise. Oh! Did the driver look behind Alan? No. He looked over at Alan. Who looked over at Alan? The driver of Ferrari looked over at Alan. Did Alan look over at the driver? Yes, he did. Alan also looked over at the driver. Who was the driver? Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise was the driver. Alan looked over at the driver and realized that the driver was Tom Cruise. Who was the driver of the Ferrari? Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise was the driver of the Ferrari. Who was the motorcycle rider? Alan. Alan was motorcycle rider, and Tom Cruise was the driver of the Ferrari. Who looked over at Alan? Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise looked over at Alan. What was Tom Cruise wearing? Sunglasses. Tom Cruise was wearing dark sunglasses. Was Alan wearing dark sunglasses? No, he was. Alan was wearing dark sunglasses. Tom Cruise was wearing dark sunglasses, and he looked over at Alan. Tom sneered at Alan. Oh! Oh no! Did Tom smile? No, he didn't. Tom didn't smile. He sneered at Alan. Was Tom friendly and nice? No, he wasn't friendly and nice. He sneered at Alan. Did Alan sneer at Tom Cruise? Or did Tom Cruise at Alan? Well, Tom Cruise at Alan. He says, when the light turned green, let's race. Oh, he is near. What did Tom Cruise say? Well, he said, when the light turns green, let's race. Did Tom want to race? Yes, of course. He has the Ferrari. He wants to race. Alan says, alright, you run. Did Alan agree to race Tom? Yes, he agreed. He says, you run. Did Tom say you run? No, Tom didn't say you run. Alan said you run. Who said you run? Alan said you run. What did Alan agree to do? Well, to race. Alan agreed to race Tom. He said you run. Tom said, I'm gonna smoke you, sucker. Oh, did Tom say he would beat Alan? Yes, he did. He said, I'm gonna smoke you. I'm gonna beat you. Did Tom say he would win? Yes, he said he would win. He said, I'm gonna smoke you. I'm gonna smoke you. Who was Tom gonna smoke you? Smoke. Well, Alan. Tom was gonna smoke Alan. Gonna. Was Tom gonna smoke Tom? No. Tom was gonna smoke Tom. Tom was gonna smoke Alan. Was Tom gonna smoke Alan at football soccer? No. He was gonna smoke Alan at football. In the race. Alan in a race. In a race he was gonna smoke Alan. Was Tom nice and pretty? No, he said. Sucker! He called Alan. Sucker! Alan says, you wish I'm gonna beat you and your sorry ass car. Oh, does Tom have a very nice car? No, he does not have very nice car. He has a sorry ass Ferrari, a sorry ass car. What kind of car does Tom have? He had a sorry ass car. Low quality, best car, cheap car.